Hello students, welcome back to Tuition Masters class 9th and 10th YouTube channel. And today we are here with doing your next chapter for grade 9 CBSE, that is Reach for the Top. So this is from your main reader Beehive, and this is our part 1, okay? Part 1 of the chapter. So there are basically two parts for the same chapter. That is part 1, which talks about Santosh Yadav, and the second part, which talks about Maria Sharapova. All right. So today we are here with the first part, so that it's not a lengthy video. You have to keep on watching the full video for the full chapter. No. So part 1 we are doing today about Santosh Yadav with questions and everything. And in the next session, we will come up with doing about the next part summary, that is Maria Sharapova. All right. So this chapter, Reach for the Top, talks about how we should overcome our problems and we should do adjustments and everything. Okay. So that's where the part is divided into two. The chapter is divided into two parts based on real people's life. Okay, two very famous people, Santosh Yadav and Maria Sharapova. So today, let's start with the first part of the chapter. Make sure to like this video, share with your friends, and subscribe to the channel right away. So let us start with the part 1 about Santosh Yadav. Santosh Yadav, she was the only woman in the world to have climbed Mount Everest. Okay, so Mount Everest, many people have climbed, right? But she is the only woman who climbed Mount Everest twice. So why is she so famous? Because she has climbed Mount Everest. That's a thing which others have also done. But she has climbed it two times. So that is why she is a very famous personality. She was born in a very small village, Joniavas, of the Rewari district in Haryana. So her birthplace in Haryana. Okay. Now you can understand Santosh. Santosh is, mostly kept as a boy's name, correct? It's a boy's name, isn't it? But Santosh Yadav here, she was a female, correct? She was a girl. So basically, here in the Rewari district, the birth of a daughter was not welcomed. That means when boys were born, they got very happy, but when girls were born, they got sad. Okay, the people, the family there, because it's like the backward thinking, you understand, correct? Now, in her family, there were already five sons, okay, five sons, and Santosh became the sixth child in the family. So basically, what happened was, once when the mother was expecting a child, so a saint came, okay, a saint came, wise man came and gave her a blessing. The grandmother wanted that it should be a boy. So as a blessing, what happened? The saint gave a blessing, and technically, Santosh was born. So basically, her family wanted Santosh. As they prepared that it will be a boy only, so we'll keep a boy's name as Santosh. But yet it was a girl, so they kept her name as Santosh. And Santosh, you know Hindi, so Santosh meaning means contentment. All right, fulfilled, sufficient, enough for me. That is Santosh. Okay. Now, what did she do? Santosh was a rebel right from the beginning and defied conventions. She neither liked to wear traditional dresses nor followed a traditional course of life. So basically, what happened was, Santosh was not the person who will flow in the way everyone are flowing. No, she wanted a change. Okay, she did not want that old conventions that girls are supposed to wear the traditional dresses. Instead of traditional dresses, she used to wear shorts. Okay, you know shorts, right? She used to wear shorts, and she did not like all those conventions by the villagers and everyone. Rather than succumbing to parental pressure to get married early, she insisted on pursuing her studies. Now, in her village, okay, in her village, it was that everyone at the age of 16 was supposed to be married. Everyone at the age of 16 should be married, the girls, okay. So Santosh Yadav said that I don't want to do this. If you do this, force me, I will leave the home and go. I want to study further. And her parents had given her desire to study at a high school in Delhi, and later on she studied at the Maharani College at Jaipur. So her family was a rich family, okay, they did not have any poverty. So yes, she got a good education. How does Santosh relates with climbing now? When she used to study at the Maharani College, okay, she was living in Kasturba hostel. Okay, she used to live in Kasturba hostel. Now from Maharani College in Jaipur, she'll come back to Haryana every day. No, right? So she was living in the hostel at Kasturba. Now, from her room window, she could easily see the villagers, the people going up the hill. And then after climbing, they used to vanish somewhere. So she was very curious. She was thinking that where do these people go and suddenly vanish? So she joined a group of mountaineers. Okay, in the name of curiosity, she joined mountaineers and took up climbing. She even saved money. She said, "Wow, this is a good experience. I want to do this." So she saved money and enrolled in a course where at the Uttar Kashi Nehru Institute of Mountaineering. What is mountaineering? Where they teach you how to climb mountains, how to, scale them and everything. So at Uttar Kashi Nehru Institute, she started her training. Now, she conquers Mount Everest also. Santosh went on expedition every year. Expedition means on traveling, and everywhere she used to go. Her climbing skills were matured rapidly. She had keen interest. Okay, students, if you have keen interest, you can master anything. People think that maths is difficult, correct? Everyone is scared of maths mostly. So if you have keen interest and you show more and more interest and practice in it, you will obviously success in it. Similar, she had great practice and keen interest in doing the climbing. So yes, her climbing skills were very matured rapidly. Now, she developed a remarkable resistance to cold and altitude as well. When we go up the Mount Everest, it becomes cold, temperature decreases, and everything, correct? But yet, she got a resistance. So really, like, she can adapt to it, correct? The right word would be she adapted to it. She equipped with an iron will, physical endurance, and an amazing mental toughness also. So she had an iron will, a strong will. She had physically also, she was endurance, she was well, and very good mental toughness as well. At the age of 20, Santosh Yadav conquered Mount Everest, and she was the youngest woman at just 20. At just 20 years, she climbed the Mount Everest the first time. Okay, the first time only, the first time. Now, what about the second one? Before that, apart from climbing and interest, she had one more side. Her physical and mental strength was very much admired by her seniors, while her team spirit and concern for others endeared her to her fellow climbers. So her spirit, her will and everything was as a motivation and inspiration to other fellow climbers. Santosh proved special care to a fellow climber in a critical situation at South Col. So South Col is at the high point of Everest. So at South Col, the person was, had needed special care. So she helped her, who unfortunately could not be saved. But she managed to save Mohan Singh, who too was in distress by sharing her oxygen. So basically, Mohan Singh had problem with oxygen, so she even shared her oxygen. So apart from being a good climber and everything, she was a very kind and generous person too. Last part, she sets a record. Santosh was even invited by the Indianapolis Women's Expedition, where they tell for climbing and everything. And that was the time when she second. Then she conquered the Everest the second time. So first time was after her training at 20 years, and second time was by the Indianapolis Women's Expedition. She set a record that only she is the woman in the entire world, not in India, in the entire world, who climbed the Everest two times. And then for the same, she was honored by the Padma Shri by the Indian government. So with this, we complete with a very crisp explanation and summary of this chapter. I'm not the chapter, the part one of the chapter. Okay. In our next part, we are going to discuss about Maria Sharapova. So let us start with doing some important questions. Question number one says, why did Santosh's parents agree to pay for her schooling in Delhi? First she studied in Delhi, then she went to the Maharani College, right? So how did the parents agree? Santosh's parent had softened her after witnessing the determination of their daughter and agreed to pay for her schooling. So you know what the parents said? No, no, no. This is you are 16. You should get married now. You should marry. That is appropriate. But she said no. I want to do my education properly and everything. And she was very much determined. So that's why, due to seeing that determination, her parents said, okay, you can go. Initially, Santosh's parents refused to support her financially. Okay, and she accepted this and decided to work part time to pay her school fees. Her parents then softened and agreed to support her financially. Parents said that, okay, you want to go educate, do on your own money only. We are not going to help you. She said, okay, no problem. Even after studying, she used to do part-time jobs. Okay, with that part-time job, whatever salary she got, she used to pay her school fee. So her parents said, no, our daughter is working hard, we should help her. And then they supported her financially also. We understand for just education, she was so determined. She used to do part time jobs and pay her fees also. So she thought that it was right that others had to change their path as well. Next question is, give an example to show that even as a young girl, Santosh was not ready to accept anything unreasonable. So even when she was young also, she was being faced by the traditional norms of the society, correct, the traditional rules and regulations. She wanted her own life. Okay, she wanted to live independently, no dependency on others. Okay, and she was not ready to accept unreasonable things. It was said that no, you're a girl, you have to wear the traditional dresses only, Indian dresses. She said no, I'm not going to wear that. And she used to wear shorts over Indian dresses. So this says that she was not ready to accept anything which comes in the way, and it should be rational. Okay, if it's rational proper, then it's okay, otherwise no. So that's why, as a young girl also, she was quite uh, careful and didn't accept anything. Okay, next comes a theme. Okay, this is actually the life story of Santosh Yadav. So part one ka theme we have to write. So this the prose is based on the theme and success and the mantra to achieve success. Correct. First, in this part, we celebrate the achievement of a very strong lady, that is Santosh Yadav, who has been awarded by Padma Shri as well and did many hardships. She was opposite all the odds in her society, and she wanted to pursue her passion, education, and everything. She is the only woman who even scaled Mount Everest twice. She was born in a society of conservative traditions, correct? The girls are not that much taken care of, then you have to wear traditional dresses, this and that. But yet, she wanted to choose her own path, okay, and she wanted to do proper education, no early marriages and everything. This lesson gives us a short message that hard work and determination can help us go a very long way. It shows us that in order to achieve immense success, we need determination, training, and regular practices also. It tells us that path of success is not easy, but results are very sweet and satisfying. So with this, we have completed with our today's session. Thank you so much, students. Here is a quick mind map of the full chapter, so you can quickly read it and understand the chapter in very easy way. So today we have completed with the part one of Reach for the Top, that is Santosh Yadav. As I said, in our next video, we're going to cover the part two, that is about Maria Sharapova. Again, a very famous and hardworking personality. So, I'll be seeing you very soon in upcoming videos. Make sure to like this one, share to your friends, and subscribe to the channel right away for more such videos. I'll be seeing you soon.